Becky, no it's not. People of color, especially black people, especially in America, being suspicious of or wary of or uncomfortable around white people, it's not bullying or harassment or racism. It can be prejudice, maybe. It might make you a little uncomfortable, but are you really gonna sit here and look me in my eyes and tell me that black people don't have just reason to be wary of or uncomfortable around white people? Some of y'all may know I moved to Maryland in 2010 and I grew up outside of Baltimore. It is my experience that black people are chill as fuck until you are disrespectful. Like in this context specifically, I went to hair school outside of Baltimore. I was one of like 5 white students. I've been to many a beauty supply store and I've never been treated the way y'all are claiming you're treated in the beauty supply stores. I wonder why that is. I don't actually wonder. I think y'all come into these spaces disrespectful, projecting your prejudice onto others and thinking that they're too stupid to pick up on it. And then y'all always, without fail, want to throw your hands in the air and act like the victim when you're called out for being disrespectful. Just because something might hurt your little feelings does not mean that it's racist towards white people. Like, please be serious, Becky. You're probably not being profiled because you're white. You're probably being profiled because you are being racist or disrespectful. But say you are the victim here. Say you are experiencing prejudice simply because of the color of your skin. You're just a poor little white girl and people are uncomfortable around you. Why would you sit here and make it about you complaining about your discomfort of someone being wary around you when people of color lose their lives, often for trusting white people? We see entire black towns that are destroyed because of the false accusations of white women. It's a little weird, right? But it comes back to my original point. You come into these spaces entitled and selfish. You refuse to decenter yourself. You refuse to not let the conversation be all about you. And then you want to be upset when people are wary or uncomfortable of your presence when you have proven that you're not a safe person based on your actions and your statements. I truly believe that when people say you get back what you put out into the world, they are talking about your human interactions. Y'all stay telling on yourself more than making points.
Oh my God. It's crazy that I came across this video today. Hello, I'm Gigi. If you don't know, I teach an anti-racism workshop called Race Trader Bootcamp for non-melanated. And tonight's lesson is, be rude, hit the drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da. It's hard out here for a white pimp. A look at the generational curses white folks refuse to accept. Because listen here and listen real good, baby. You may not be your ancestor, but they fucked the hell around and now you will find out. That's all I got to say for you, baby. That is your generational. You are not to be trusted. You are not to get too close. You are to stay your white ass in your lane. Because your generational curse is the fact that some of y'all ancestors, directly, indirectly, however you want to put it, was some fucked up human being. And as a direct result of that, you are not to be trusted. Let's remember that my comment section is not your journal. Deal with your own grief. But somebody had to say it, so I'm going to say it. That is your generational curse, pimp. That don't mean you can't become a generational curse breaker. That choice.
Some black people will invite white people to the cookout. But do white people ever invite us to the country club?
Now, I can speak on this. Being from the deep south, I have been invited to some of the various types of outings that white people have. Now, they have bonfires and they have barbecues. And then they have hoedowns. Now, hoedowns get lit. But I tell you what, if that liquor start flowing too good and you hear a hey, it might be time to get out of Dodge because that hoedown finna turn into a hoot nanny and you don't want to be at a hoot nanny.
You know, I kind of see a double standard after watching your whole video. How white people can't say they're not racist or how they don't see color or how they were raised equally. Don't you think it's a little racist yourself for telling white people what they can and can't say? You know, I have a black wallet. Can I not say it's black because it's offensive to some people? I have a yellow tape measure. Is that offensive to Asians? Hell, I have blue pliers. Did I just piss off the entire Smurf population? You know, just because my great ancestors may have had something to do with slavery does not dictate the person that I am today or other people today. Now let's flip this scenario. You started out phrases white people should not say. Why is it white people? Why are you classifying race? Why are you being racist? How about instead of saying white people this or black people this or Asian people this, aren't we just people? Aren't we all just human beings? Because that's the way I see it. So before you start classifying things white people shouldn't say, maybe you should take a look in the mirror and see who the real racist person is.
Okay, let's unpack what we just witnessed. But before I say anything, I feel like we've talked about this enough on this platform to where y'all can come up with all of the reasons why that was so bad. So pause the video and write your thoughts below. Write every single thing you feel was wrong or right about this video, and then I'm gonna share my thoughts. Did you comment? Did you pause it? Did you comment? Okay. So this is all about who's more racist, right? So let's try to unpack what this person's definition of racism is. Let's take a look.
Now let's flip this scenario. You started out phrases white people should not say. Why is it white people? Why are you classifying race? Why are you being racist?
He said, why are you classifying race? As if simply stating that white people are white is racism in and of itself. I'm going to give you a very quick and easy example to explain how and why white people get so upset and uncomfortable when their race is being singled out, because they're not used to ever having to think about their race. It's never at the forefront of their mind. It doesn't affect the way that they navigate the world because it's not an obstacle for them. I literally just had to do this the other day. Let's look up cute long hairstyles. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of these would suit my needs. I need something for my hair, so let's type in black hair. Okay, still seeing some white people. It's not until I type black girl that I start seeing results that cater to me and my needs. And that's just something as simple as a Google search. Trust me, y'all, people remind us that we are not white every single day, okay? This is why we can't even say the word on TikTok without getting banned, because y'all literally think that being called white is racism. That, in combination with the entitlement and fragility that people have and how they hate being told what to do, this video, not surprising. Follow me if you want to see more videos of me responding to people like this, because there are so many, so many, and they want to respond to my videos. So best believe I'm gonna respond back.
Racism, by definition, is prejudice based on race. That race is typically marginalized, but not all the time. I appreciate your activism. Our opinion on this matters too.
Stop telling white people they're racist. It's played out. They're not hearing you. Just look them in the eye after they say some sus shit and be like, you're one of the bad ones. And leave it at that. Don't even explain. Just keep saying.
Yeah, I started telling them that they're old. That seems to really bother them. You know, when one does some racist BS, I just immediately attribute it to their age. Like, oh my God, how old are you? What you're like, that sounds like someone who was born in really, insert bad year was born. And some already be looking old for their age. So if you can really lean into that, that's also super hilarious. Oh, one time I was in the metro and Karen grabbed her purse. My purse was way more expensive. But yeah, she grabbed her purse walking by me. And so I turned to her and I said, ma'am, do you need some help up the stairs? You're going to break your hip. So then she was extra mad. Whatever they say, don't even argue with the sentiment. Just, oh, well, of course someone from your generation thinks that. Thank God things have come a long way since you were a kid. Yeah, they'll be the ones looking upset, angry, and confused. Modern problems require modern solutions. Like and follow from...
I'm not racist. I just don't like black people. It's literally the same thing. People that are like, oh, I'm not homophobic. I just don't like gay people. It's the same. People are going to be like, oh, how are you comparing race to sexuality? I just did. Sue me, cancel me, do all of the above. I hope this helps.
That video comes up on my For You page and my Instagram feed every once in a while, probably like once a month. And it's always a black person stitching it with a judgmental ass face that's just like, or something like that. But I'm going to go against the collective. I'm going to go against the collective Negro mind, hive mind, and I'm going to be a little bit of a contrarian and ask, what the fuck is wrong with the video? What did he do wrong? Because every time I see somebody stitch or repost that video, the original poster is just being whacked, dragged, and stomped on in the comments, and I genuinely don't understand why. Sometimes I go into the comments and try and figure out why everybody is so upset. And the reasons that I see are calling it a black girl confidence bop is weird. He could have just said that he liked the song. Why are you thinking about little black girls when you hear this song and he's not black? And both of them are kind of dumb. For starters, the reason why I'm so confused about the video that this backlash got is because he's not wrong. And not only is he not wrong, he is objectively right. Put Your Records On is a little black girl confidence bop. If you don't want to listen to Andy and you don't want to listen to me, Corinne Bailey Rae said herself that the song is about the first time she wore her hair in its natural state as a black woman and how texturism in the Caribbean affected how she viewed her hair. So Andy was right. You guys were wrong. Maybe you guys didn't listen past the chorus, but I don't know how you can tell me that lyrics like, don't let those other boys fool you, gotta love that afro hairdo, maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's all right, isn't about being confident in your hair as a little black girl. It's a black girl confidence bop, no questions asked. That's what Andy was saying in the original video. It is a song about black girls being confident, and he thinks that it is good. On to the second point. I know y'all are probably gonna roll your eyes when you hear this, but Andy is in fact biracial. His mom is fully black and his dad is fully white. I can kind of see it in the nose, but he posted pictures of his parents to the internet because he was being harassed for saying something that was objectively correct. To my knowledge, Andy has not said anything anti-black, and Andy is fully aware and accepts the fact that regardless of whether or not he is half black, people are not going to look at him and think that he is half black or mixed with black in any capacity on first glance, and he is fully okay with that. A lot of y'all see biracials that look like Andy and think they're holding on to that 10%, that 5%, when no, that's what being 50% black can look like, because genetics are inconsistent and race is a social construct. Fully black people can look mixed, mixed people can look fully black, and there are some mixed people that just don't look black at all, and that's just genetics. He did not do anything wrong, and I think you guys should leave him.
Please don't forget to leave your opinion down below what you think, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on notification. Anytime I upload, you will be notified. Stay blessed and bye-bye.